Men, how do you react when a woman says get in touch with your feelings? I've heard women say that to men and men telling me they were told that and always wondered how this lands on you. Edit: does that happen to you at all, or is this urban legend? Second edit: for clarification I ask because I've heard this myself quite a bit. I seem to show quite masculine behavior, whatever that means, and I always find it invasive and not at all inviting to share anything about me. I am in touch with them. I'm just choosing not to share them with you. It's emotionally condescending to assume I don't have some gauge on my emotional range. What even is that supposed to mean? My wife will ask, "Are you okay?" from time to time, and I'll answer either "Yeah, I'm good," or "Yeah, I'll be alright," depending on how okay I am at the time. One time, years ago when we were newlyweds, I told her how bad I was doing and it upset her a lot. So I stopped that for a while. I tried it again a decade or so later and it still upset my wife. So I think I'm good now. I don't actually think anyone really wants to hear about a man's feelings. I'd get colder than the cold bitch who said that to me like that. Get in touch with your feelings, fuck outta here. I feel like something is wrong or you're not sharing something with me and it's affecting me and you. Can you please talk to me? They say that because I'm not expressing what they think I should be. It tells me that I need to not interact with them anymore. I feel like this is used by people who specifically can't control their own emotions. It means become more responsive to my manipulation techniques. I ignore it. Lady, last time I did this I got dumped a week later. So please go squat on a cactus. She should learn more about the male experience. What she really is saying, and act like a woman. Loosely translated, it means give me the ammo to shoot you with, no thanks. Been burned too many times by a woman saying she wants a guy in touch with his feelings and someone who is open about how he feels. Women say that but don't show it. All my male friends have experienced this too. Tell her she should smile more. Meaningless to me. Get in touch with the feelings that women wants to see. And be vulnerable so that women can get advantage of it. Been there. Done that and learned my lesson. Never again. I once got in touch with them and it didn't work out with the girl. She wanted me to open up to her, so I did. Ended up being told I had thin skin and not tough enough for life. Don't care. Most people are too stupid to be taking what they say seriously. I laugh cause the only women that have told me that are on antidepressants and cry at traffic and dog commercials. Sorry, but I don't want that. Nothing really. Look at the statement this hypothetical woman made. She thinks she knows better about what I feel and think than myself. What point could I make to prove someone wrong who thinks already she knows it all better? No. That statement is not made to engage in conversation. It's a BS test. I control my feelings. I am choosing not to share them with you so that you can use them against me. That's a trap. You already feel them. She wants you to be emotional in the same way she is. Don't fall for it. In through one ear, out the other. Don't change. Essentially, they mean deal with your shit. Usually alone. So if you get told this, say great. No problem. How are you going to help? If the answer is PFFT, not gonna. You are with a shitty, selfish person. If they say I will support you in this because it benefits us both, then you have someone who is part of the relationship. To many people of both sexes think that my way or the highway is how to get through life. Truly happy people know how to adapt calmly, and that means including you so in the process. Otherwise it's just selfishness. I'm not feeling what you think I should. I ignore it. Get in touch with this eggplant. I ignore it. I am. Honestly, this can range from condescending to actual concern, depending how it's phrased. I've always been in touch with my emotions. If it's not deep enough for her, then face with rolling eyes. Negative. Fuck off. Why would I give you ammunition to use in the next argument? They think the only way of expressing emotions is the feminine way. Lots of crying, talking and showing emotions. Having your emotions for yourself and not having outbursts of feelings is considered shutting them. I was in touch with them last Tuesday and they seemed fine. I haven't had anyone say that to me directly, but I do see it online often. I'd love to make those women warm a cup of shut up. I can't imagine having the hypocritical arrogance that leads these women to talk so loudly out of their ass. This comment section is basically a lol. I agree with a lot of these guys on this. I take that pretty much the way I would take I don't like the color of your eyes. I am who I am. I express my emotions in the way that I do. Such a statement from her is telling me she doesn't like how I express my emotions. She doesn't like a characteristic about me that is unchangeable. First, as others have pointed out, it's a manipulation tactic, so nah. Or probably better play the game and feed them something innocuous that they can chew on for a while. But I, like most humans, am deeply aware of and in touch with my feelings. Ideally, I process them and decide whether they are useful to my current situation and goals and act accordingly. I feel absolutely no need or desire to burden others with my unmanaged emotional immaturity. Feels like people want men to feel more on their emotional side and assume we can't. But we can. We're still human beings. Speaking from a Western point of view, there are socio-cultural differences. But as with any human being, there are nuances to a person despite their relative moral and ethical stance and gender. Middle finger. It's manipulative language, whether they know it or not. And for me, it's a sign that this person is trying to make me fit into the box she wants me to fit into. The statement "get in touch with your feelings" typically actually means react and behave the way I think you should, not the way that you find best, healthy or not. It's the same feeling you have when you're upset and men tell you you just need to calm down. Fucking irritated. The issue for me is that I am conveying my feelings, but there is some invisible bar of enough that you have to get over to qualify. Otherwise I am accused of stonewalling or shutting out, etc. Feelings don't solve problems. For over 30 years now, my response to that is to gently place my hand on their shoulder. Not even kidding. Just because I don't let you touch them doesn't mean I'm not in touch with them. It's a trap. Open up, be vulnerable to a woman and you get left. Asking a man to open up is like asking a woman to have sex. They might be open to it, but if they don't trust you, the most likely answer will be no. It's better if you wait for them to go forth instead of bringing it up. It's especially important to understand when they are not willing to do so. A single word out of place and you will ruin the moment, which might not come for a while. Me, you don't know how much that expressing have hurt me due to abandonment. Wow. I've never been told that, but I have heard about women saying it. I think it's condescending to say that instead of telling the man outright what the issue is. That's a very broad statement and condescending thing to say, emo. It definitely happens, and every time a woman, including my wife, has said this to me, it goes in one ear and out the other. It's not worth the risk to open up to a woman, emo. I've done it before just to have my feelings turned into her feelings instantly. Most women have no foundation of understanding of what men go through. We hear things like male privilege while women get to hop around and change their lifestyle. overnight by hooking up with different men.